So how do you deal with objections? Let's say, I mean, what are some of the common objections that you get in your line of work? So rejection in business or even in a potential relationship can be the biggest source of discouragement. Hello guys, my name is Henry, and in this video I'm going to be discussing how to handle objections in sales with Musa Duma, who's the owner of Musallio Africa, a luxury shoe brand here in Africa. So you guys know that on my channel, my passion is to inspire you to reach your personal and career goals. And one of the ways that we do this is by having discussions like this. So guys, me and Musa have been in business for a combined 10 years, and we just thought that we'd share some of our experience on how to handle objections. This is actually going to be the third video I'm doing with him. We've had, his story about how he moved from an accounting background, having an accounting degree, to making luxury shoes, how also to sell, and now this is going to be our third video. So guys, if you are here on this channel for the very first time, a very warm welcome to you. Hit that subscribe button and let's grow together. And if you're back again, thank you for your support. So guys, let's get into the video. So how do you deal with objections? Let's say, I mean, what are some of the common objections that you get in your line of work?
There's so many. The price is too high. That's the most common one. And you can overcome that, by the way. You can overcome that. I think I received one like that today. And the way I deal with it is to say, okay, so what's your price point? Yeah. Not that I'm going to reduce the price, because then it's going to seem too dodgy. Even if I can reduce the price, I can choose to do that. You're an artist. There are many ways you can do it. One of them is reducing the price, but then it should be in a creative way that's a win-win for you. Yeah. Look, selling is a game. Yeah. And you should always know that the end goal is to win. Yeah. If you look at it that way, it's going to change how you sell. It's going to change how you look at sales, and it's going to change your life. No, that's so true, yeah. Yeah. So an objection comes in. One of the ways is to broker a deal with the person. If they're the right fit, because there are people that you don't have to waste your time with. So I think, I think the mindset with regards to that is that, one thing I've learned is that you can never make the wrong people right? And you can never make the wrong person, or maybe sometimes, you can never make the wrong people right, and sometimes you cannot make the right people wrong, but obviously don't frustrate them. Because the right people can become the wrong people if then someone will not, otherwise take on, your product. Yeah. But the wrong people, you can never make them right. Even if you give them the moon, they'll find something to go on about. Yeah, I had to pay the hard way. They can drain energy out of you if you're dealing with the wrong people. But then how do you identify the wrong people? You need to be certain of what you're selling. So if you're selling apples and it's apples, then now know that if someone says they want oranges, the only way you're going to help them is to say that, look, I can refer you to someone who sells oranges. You see, that speaks to your reputation now, that you are helpful, so it's going out of your way. Because someone can say, my policy is, I just kick you out. I say, sorry, I don't sell oranges. Yeah. I had a case this morning. Someone reached out. They came with some fancy shoes with thorns and what are those things, and metals in front. And they asked, they clicked on my ad with the shoes I'm selling, but then they didn't mention those. They said, do you have these shoes? Yeah. A part of me wanted to tell them, look here, you clicked on my ad. These are the shoes I'm selling. Sorry, I don't know these. Do you want these shoes or not? But then that's where now the wisdom and also the emotions came in to say, I need to put myself in this person's shoes. They don't care about my shoes. They saw my shoes and they saw potential, thinking that I can provide them with the shoes that they need. But then I've got some tools that I can use to find out where their shoes came from. They just sent me a picture they found on the internet. So I looked up that picture and then I found the source. And then I told them, okay, this is how much the shoe costs, but then it's coming from China, and these are the shipping costs. It will take you so many days. Now they were engaging and like okay, so this is the price. So how do I get it? I'm like, well, there are two ways. You can order directly, or I don't normally do this, but I can order for you. So this was me trying to win them over.
Yeah.
Because I've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to use my own money to buy that shoe. I'm going to tell them to give me the money. So they have to trust me anyway.
Yeah.
So even if it's not with my product. So those are opportunities, you see. Because someone else could have been angry and said, no, this person, they're crazy. They're asking me about shoes that we don't have.
And I guess people will not forget how you made them feel.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the sell is, yes, I mean, it's not going to happen today, but you never know, because that guy will not forget how you made them feel, that you were actually quite helpful towards them, and you took that extra mile to actually do something. Guys, I mean, I get people who call that we've helped in 2016. Who say that, hey man, are you still there? They actually call the deadline and they ask for you. Like, wow, I'm so happy that you're still there. Can you help my dad? Can you do whatever it is? You helped me in 2016 or whatever it is. Because they remember how you made them feel. Whether that was a successful case in terms of whether the person won or not, that's irrelevant. But the fact is, what was the service? How did we, carry them along?
Look at this. I like that you mentioned the story of the client from 2016. This guy I mentioned earlier on, Ryan Senat, the real estate advisor. He shares a very interesting story where in 2008, he was starting out in New York. He was speaking, going out to the streets, prospecting. And then he met this lady, Alice, and then he started sending her emails. For 10 years, Alice did not respond. And then 2018, Alice says, hey, Ryan, sorry, I was a bit busy.
Wow.
But then now, can you help me? I'm looking to buy. And then Ryan asks, okay, so how much? And then she says, I'm looking for something between $15 million and $20 million.
Man.
Every day for 10 years, or at least every week for 10 years, he was investing in this lady.
Wow, man.
So now the question is, how patient have you been? Because some people give up in 1 month.
Yeah.
I can share something. I always tell the guys I work with that, guys, you have to be patient. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Because many people, they look at the product, they're like, wow, it's so beautiful. Oh, wow, you're in the legal field. It's so easy to make money. People need you.
People need you.
People need you.
Yeah,
they don't
that's
understand.
The thing. It's not like they need you. But
you see, because
like
the grass is always greener on the other side. But until you get inside there, then you realize the dedication that's required.
Yeah.
Like you said, 2016. And then it's only recently that the person came back.
Yeah.
So selling, another thing, it's closing deals. You might not close now, but then you've created the platform right now. You're building that. The marketing people will tell you that it's all about building a list. So that's very important. For many years, I didn't understand what the list was about. It's only last year, to be honest, that I understood the importance of the list. Because then it puts you in real power to control what you send out to people. And you can sell them anything. So now it's no longer about you selling them legal services. You can sell them apparel.
Oh, wow.
They trust you. You can sell them watches. You can sell them anything that you want. So there's power in the list.
Yeah.
You have to build the list. That is why it's important to treat each and every prospect with the right respect. Get into their space. So going back to this guy who wants wedding shoes, those shoes that I don't have. Eventually, we're still going to continue with the conversation with him, but then eventually I told him, this is how much the shoes cost. And then he told me he's getting married. I said, congrats, great, you know, I'd really like to help you, you know. And now it became personal, you know. Yeah. He felt that I was someone that he could trust. So now I could invite him over to come and see what I have. Because I said, okay, we can do this, we can order in China, or I can show you what I have. But then it wasn't, oh no, I don't sell this, here's what I have. Because that would be me imposing, because he's got what he likes. He knows what he wants. Now, it's for me to establish that, do you really need that, or are you open to alternatives? And the alternative can be a good thing. Yeah. Because his issue, I could see that he was price sensitive, because the shipping costs were coming to $78. Oh, wow. And now that $78, I can give him a very good pair of shoes at $78. So I saw that opportunity. And now it's a matter of me entering in and saying, look, I can come to you, or you can come over, but then it's best that you come over so that you can see these things, these shoes that I have, and try them. So don't try to get to the end prematurely. Yes, wow, that's amazing. Take time. Take time. Some people will take longer depending on what you're selling. If you're selling apples, it's a straightforward sale. You know, you just need to have them washed, you know, packaged
presentable,
nicely.
Yeah.
Exactly. But then if you're selling legal services, people want to look out who's out there. So you have to show them that even though you haven't been operating for 20 years, but you can offer a service that's better than someone who's been serving 20 years.
That's effective, you know. I mean, I like what you say, that it's about, don't get, you know, it's a conversation. Yeah. You know, and in this conversation, that's where you listen and, you know, identify opportunities in that conversation. Yeah. So, I mean, we're talking about objections, for example. Yeah. If I say to them, you know, a consult is, you know, X amount of money, then someone is hesitant. And sometimes I need to, you know, get deeper into the story, right? And say, okay, so what exactly is going on? You know, what exactly is going on? And then they tell you more about it. Then you also now start identifying, you know, other opportunities. Okay, maybe, you know, let's see if we can engage with your company and let's get a mutual separation out of this. Yeah. So then when you do that, you know, that's, you know, we're going to touch on, you know, upselling and stuff like that. But I've put myself in a position to potentially earn more, you know, for the business than on that initial thing, which was going to, you know, cost, you know, X amount, X, you know what I'm trying to say? But if I'm stuck on X, or you say you don't have, oh, goodbye, you know, whatever, what do you think, you know, lawyers cost money, what do you think? No, it's not about that, you know. Have a conversation with the people and find out, okay, anyway, maybe you can't afford this now, but maybe go for your hearing or whatever it is, and when you're dismissed, you can still come back and let's, you know, see what we can do for you then. So it's all about it. Even you touched about the issue of price reductions. Sometimes you can genuinely tell that, you know, this person doesn't have money. Yeah. You know, you can genuinely tell that. Maybe you can ask, okay, why don't you pay this amount, 60% deposit, and we'll sort it out the rest later. Exactly. Or whatever it is, you know.
Don't leave money on the table. Payment options. You have to have options. I was listening as you're talking. Sorry to cut you.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, but then you said, you know, as you listen to the person, an opportunity can come out from there for you to come out with different products as well. Like, and that's where you have tiered pricing. So you can have premium, you can have your standard and your gold, or whatever you want to call it. And you could find that there are many people who are not coming to you because you are not serving that niche, but then you find that you're in a position to service that. Because sometimes you throw a service or product in the marketplace, but then the need then, or you haven't identified the people who need it, or you have more people around you who need something else. So the skill of listening is going to help you to develop a product that people need. Because I can tell you right now that I speak to so many people who cannot afford the products that we make. And I understand there's so many people, but then at first I irritated, but then I saw an opportunity, that this is an opportunity. I can come up with a different product to service this market. So I'm so excited right now because there's always an opportunity. Those people the fact that they reached out and they thought that the product was for them, I already know that they like the product or they need the product. So now I can go to them. I know their objections. So they are giving me intel that this is what we need. You're not giving us what we need.
Yeah.
So taking feedback is very important as well.
No, that's true. Get that feedback and look out for opportunities. Think in the conversation. Don't be fixated, on that exchange of money. That okay, now I got them. They've already given me their money. Don't be fixated, about that because there are so many opportunities at the end of the day. And I mean, you can also be faced with an objection. I mean, you just said something when someone is not sure whether you're competent or not. I think in that regard, don't be afraid to refer people to your past successes or to your testimonials. Because I mean, these days we've got things like your Google reviews. You can have testimonials on your websites. You can have things on Hello Peter. Even I know Facebook has got reviews. I think don't be afraid to refer people to those things because you're probably just starting off in your business. Maybe it's your formative years of business. So you're not going to be. It's like people, you're fresh out of varsity and everyone is asking for experience. You don't have the experience most of the time.
Absolutely. Yeah. Another thing, there's so many ways to build credibility. Reviews being the best, but then also if you don't have something or the ability, don't be afraid to refer people to the competition or people that they do what you do, that they have the capacity to do what the client needs.
Yeah.
Because you might lose now, but then you're investing for the future.
Yeah.
Because it really depends on your strategy. Do you want to make money now and then in the future maybe people are like, no, this person, they said to us that they were the best, but meanwhile there was someone better there. So sometimes you need to read the situation and say, okay, we don't have capacity now, but then we can refer you to someone, we know that they're going to do a very good job. And it's an opportunity for you to network as well.
Yeah.
Like now, as we're sitting, someone reached out to me and they're making some products that I make. Well, the products are different, but then they want me to help them to make other products for them. And the fact, you see, they are wise because they reached out to me. So we are stronger together. Because sometimes people think that they have to do it on their own. They think that if someone's approaching them, they're being sinister. Obviously, there are those cases. You need to be wise as serpents, but gentle as doves, So I've had people come to me, they come in the pretense of, they want to know about my product.
Yeah, even like an inquiry, like
exactly,
they're trying to buy.
Exactly. So I try to incorporate processes to frustrate such people.
Yeah.
Because you'll see immediately when they are those people. So create some friction for them so that it's not so easy. But then don't focus on the negative too much. Try to focus on growing yourself because there'll always be competition. Sometimes people ask me, okay, if you design this for us, how do you know that you're not going to copy? Now I'm talking at brand level because there's B2B and B2C, business to consumer and business to business. People will ask, if we give you this, how do you know that you won't copy or someone else will copy? I said, everyone copies to some degree. Now it's a matter of values. I work based on values. So I work with you because of your values as well. Hopefully you're going to have, great values.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to copy your product, but then don't be naive enough to think that no one's going to see your product and try to copy it. So you should always work in mind that someone's going to see your product and they're going to try to improve on that. So you need to always be thinking about how to up your game when you're developing a product or a service. Because you might be selling some special legal service. As soon as someone hears about that, they're going to copy that, and they'll try to add something.
Over the past years, there are new people who come into the market, and I think, as you're saying, things like values are what keep you, on top of the pack. Things, and those small things like good customer service, that's what actually keeps you going. And I like what you said about, if you don't have capacity. I mean, there are people who they come to inquire about things we don't do, or we won't not necessarily have capacity to do at the moment. We let that work go. We refer them to other people, as you said. And that's part of you, dealing with your sales pipeline, dealing with your inquiries. Be quick to identify things that you can or you cannot do. And if you can't do it, let it go. And I think that's so powerful. I mean, you need to sort of, we've identified what's worth our while and what's not worth our while. And, and it's very, important for you, especially when you're coming up. It might be even a good deal, but if you don't have the capacity to actually fulfill that deal, then don't take it. Because you know what? It's gonna frustrate you, it's gonna take you more time, and prevent you doing other things. Plus, it's gonna potentially ruin your reputation.
Been there, done that. Please, another thing, it's very important to learn from people who have been there. I think that's one of the greatest things I've learned in the past 2 years. I decided I was going to really pay attention to people when they give advice and not think that I can come up with a better way. And it's really helped me a great deal to move forward faster.
Yeah.
If I had been trying to do things my way, like this piece of advice to give to other people. There are so many people out there, and even if you miss out on this deal that you think, oh, it would have been great, there was so much money to make, I needed that money, another deal is going to come down the line.
Man, deals are always coming.
Yeah, because I've taken on things because I was desperate, and it ended up costing me a whole lot more than what I gained from those.
No, definitely.
So I'm not about to make those mistakes. So identify something when it's out of your league, or you don't have the capacity at the time, and take advantage of the opportunity by referring to someone who's going to do a good job, because it's going to reflect on your judgment.
Yeah.
So it builds credibility, and like you said, building the pipeline. The person's going to trust you again next time.
No, definitely, man. Hey, man, I think we've spoken a lot, guys, and I'm sure you guys, have gotten a lot of information with regards to, how to sell, or at least from our experience. That's the point, in terms of the years that we've actually been in business. And I think, we've just been discussing to do another video, for you guys with regards to, how to market your business in 2021. Where have we seen the wins over the years, and what's working now? And there are digital platforms.
And digital.
Yeah.
Digital.
Everything is digital now. And so, guys, we're going to be, getting into that video, and creating that video for you guys. Let us know if there's any other thing that you want us, or any questions that you might have, put them in the comment section below. And let us know if there are any other topics that you'd like us to discuss with regards to entrepreneurship, and we are going to be sure to do that. So guys, if you found value in this video, hit that like button, share this video right now to your friends, and subscribe to the channel, and let's grow together. So Musa, thank you very much for coming through, man.
Thank you, brother.
All right, cool stuff, guys. Love you, God bless, and we'll see you on the next video.